course, there's way too much wrong, and I had something around the age of 21. No, I'm gonna say it this way. I was forced to pray nonstop in 2016, 17, 18, 19, 20. 18, it was my late husband I was with for approximately 3 years. When I married him, he was worse. We were homeless the whole time, a year and a half before I married him. But the first 3 months, we were not homeless. And he acted like he did me a favor. No, he lived there for free. And the owner knew that he had a girlfriend. It didn't matter, like, your rent is whatever it was way back. And you have to pay it. He let him go 3 months. And it was just like, I have to kick you out. Like, like, here's your notice. You got your notice. Okay. And he left everything behind. And he was really mean to me at the time. So he could have, I don't care how much of a hangover he had in 2018 when he lost his refrigerator, TV, anything. Like, he might have an okay crock pot, just give it away for free, just on the highway. I mean, if you can't do anything but I'm sure the people where he lived at, got it. Right, you're not gonna clean out that room. Okay, well, there's nothing wrong with these items, I'm keeping them. So they didn't get kind of. It's just messed up that if he wanted a few bucks, my late husband at that time, if he wanted a few bucks, he could have gotten it. Hey, I have all this stuff. Well, all I have is $20. Well, that's $20 in your pocket. I mean, if he just didn't do anything about it at all. So that's on him. And then these insane abusers, the only one in his life is me. So he took it all out on me. And that's why they are the most mentally ill people on the planet. They are super, super, super far gone. My late husband. I can just always pick on him from now on. Nobody cared about him when I met him. And he's right, like, along with other insane abusers, like late Michael Allen Billis, to 2012, lived at 12 Farnham Street. Totally violent to me. Vicious. Violent. And I stayed away with my less abusive boyfriend at the time, in 2012. And I'm like, okay, I'm sick of my story, so I can't repeat it. A main point that I will always make about Jesus is, in the United States alone, okay, we always swore Jesus Christ when we were, they, not me, that's right, that's what. No, I did not ever swear when I was mad. When an insane abuser was coming after me with whatever, their hands, they're just attacking me, just fucking throwing, grabbing me, like, so I had Jesus to claim his powerful blood. And his blood conquers wickedness in heavenly realms. And that's what I have. So it's my fault, and I'm an asshole to myself because I don't use that. So I thought, God was an asshole to me. Well, I'm persecuted to death, Murderers, rapists, murderers, and child molesters. And you could be all three, all wrapped up in one. Nothing bad happens to someone on the earth. But they are miserable inside. I do have the peace that passes all understanding. When I claim it, I don't have to beg. Why would I have to beg? I'm one with God. Before I was born, I never chose God. God chose me before I was born. So that's one major area the modern age church is wrong with. But there could be believers in a church, like a small amount, like 10 people out of a huge congregation. If the mega churches are a joke. Like you're gonna have a big, huge theater with, and not care about your next door neighbor that possibly domestic violence. Maybe there's a young couple and a girl needs help, and you can't help out that girl. You can't. Maybe she'll get a job. You can't wait around the corner when she's supposed to go home from work. What should happen? Okay. If I were forced to live with a young domestic violent couple and the girl got a job, right, for her lousy monster, I would know to pick her up earlier at a time. So let's say she's working at McDonald's. I'd go in, I'd hand her cashier. I'll be back before you get off work. So you tell your manager you're leaving early and you're unable to work here anymore because you have a stalking boyfriend, and I'm able to locate you at one of my places. If I was a millionaire, if I had access, I would help out people. I put her in a hideaway for a month, but stay away from her violent, extremely abusive, verbally abusive boyfriend at the time. And I had to deal with that my whole life. If somebody would have just saved me just like that, where I have a special little cabin, along the river, it's empty. If I were to have another person stay with you, it would be another abusive girl, but there's a shed outside that I turned into a little tiny house. And, I used to have a little shed outside. It turned into a little tiny house. That's her home. You're protected. I gave you the better, that's how I would just help people out. I would never, you never put two people together to share a room. I mean, just to say, oh, well, two people can get along no matter what. And no, they can't. And some people are very vicious. This one guy stayed at the mission. This was in 2021. His roommate, he was working, and he just left. And he lived in someone's car. His roommate was such an asshole to him. He had a big computer, and he was on it all night, and the white light reflected off a mirror. He was really rude. He wouldn't put a black color. He just couldn't take it. But but I guess, everything that he asked him to be nice about, he was loud, and he was also well, had his bright computer. He just wanted to sleep, to get to work the next day. And that's at, a place where they're supposed to respect all persons. That's not respecting the worker. Just because the guy is an asshole and decides to do that, like, he could put a black cover over halfway, across. He could just put a be nice and have a curtain on the very top. I'm not sure, it wouldn't be that hard. So just a little tiny bit of light might go over, and he wouldn't see that. But, he could say, hey, I'm an asshole. The guy with the bright computer light that's beaming off the ceiling. He, total asshole, insane abusing narcissist, probably. Whatever. They will never be nice, but it would be cool, and you can fantasize them saying what they'll never say. Okay, let's say the worker, at the mission, he's in there with his bright light. He'll say, hey, hello, I am such an asshole to you. Putting my bright light in the ceiling. Could you possibly build in a curtain at the top? Put 2 rings, make it solid, and I'll pay you. What's up with you? $30 or 50, whatever. Do it. And, yes. I don't even want to apologize to you. I'm just an asshole. But I'm just being a nice asshole right now. They never ever admit to their fault. Any abuser, they are so delusional in their little fantasy world of what the hell they came up with. Fucking pretending like narcissist, fucking Friendly's restaurant. What the hell, man? Okay, that's really bad, man. We were suffering there with nothing to eat, and he thought that he bought us all something to eat. And that's how far gone he is. That's really far gone. I don't care if it's 2 decades ago. That's really bad. Really bad. Oh, that was one of the best, meals we ever had together. Whoa. You're fucking like that. Talk about being delusional. Like, that's major. Really major. Like, alrighty, so I didn't do such a good job praying at all in this video. That's alright, it's interesting. I'm a real person. I say real things. And there are a lot of real people on YouTube. So, yeah, is God in the world? Yeah, he's on YouTube. And a lot of people are, God speaks through people. Now, I don't know anything, but you can go as far as saying this. When people say they're born again, mankind is just a vapor. What is man? Man is just a vapor. When you're born again and you'll live for eternity. Because Jesus' blood saved you from all the insane fucking abusers that try to make you die. And that's my story. My story's horrific. All that shit shouldn't have happened to me. Terrific. And the only way a victim